Welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Samantha. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
What's
How
up?
are you? Since I talked to you a couple hours ago.
I'm a little sick, so just the same, like kind of like low
know.
energy, but also, it is what it is. What's up with you?
I'm good. Just, going about the day. Checking things off.
Y'all, Samantha wasn't trying to tell me what she did yesterday. Yesterday I called Samantha. I was like, what's up? What are you doing? And she literally, I told her I was going to tell y'all too. I told her I was going to tell y'all.
I don't remember
She literally, I literally said that. I was like, I'm going to literally say this on the podcast. And she literally would not tell me what she was going to do.
This is why, everybody, because Alexis can be a little bit judgmental about what her definition of productivity is versus, what she thinks I'm doing all day. And like when she asked me, I just feel very judged. She's like, so what did you do today? I'm like,
I want to hear what you did.
No, but you're waiting for me to be like, I applied to all these jobs and I did this and I had to meet. Like, she wants me to do what she did. She does. And we manifest differently. And I told her that yesterday. And so I told her what I did in the day. I'm hilarious. Like, I woke up, I meditated. I wrote.
Up. Basically, Samantha wasn't trying to tell me what she was doing. It was hilarious to
because
me.
I didn't want to be judged.
I wasn't going to say anything judgmental.
Alexis, you be judging me. She thinks what I do is a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. So anyways,
let's just get into it. Let's get to it. At this point, we need to get the
let's get to
the show on the road. Okay, we want to touch on the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
The Grammys. We want to touch on the Grammys because they happened this Sunday. So yeah, we did. Well, first, did you have any as far as outfits? Did anyone stand out to you?
Outfits. Tiana Taylor always looks great. I don't know. I wasn't really paying
attention. I didn't like it. That's funny. I like Doechii a lot. I didn't like SZA's outfit, but I like Doechii's.
Doechii did look good.
I feel like there was someone else that I was like, oh, she looks really, really good. I thought Halle looked pretty average. She looked pretty because she's a pretty girl, but it wasn't anything that took my breath away.
Yeah. It feels far away now. I'm I don't even remember what people were wearing.
I mean, I agree, though. It wasn't the thing that everyone was watching was what are they wearing? So I get what you're saying. I feel like that wasn't a big deal this year. But yes, we had a lot of right predictions. We were right about
Album of the Year.
Yeah, Album of the Year. Best New Artist with Olivia Dean. Pop vocal album with Lady Gaga. Was there any surprises
about
to you?
Rap?
We were.
No, you were right. Actually, you were saying Kendrick's gonna get it because he's a Grammy darling, and I said I don't think he's showing up. He was there. Yeah. So,
was there anyone that you felt got snubbed or anything?
The song of the year was a weird choice to me. Billie Eilish winning that.
It was. And apparently the song was out 2 years ago.
I'm I've never.
And apparently the song came out 2 years ago. I also have never heard that song either.
That's why I was just this
but
is the song of the year.
She's a Grammy darling though. I also think she's another person where it's she could release anything and most likely that year she's gonna get it.
They just want to hear her talk. They just want her to get on stage and make a statement.
I really also think that because I remember I was reading this article and it's the Grammy voters are old 70. It's they're relying on their it's who their granddaughters know and grandsons know is who they're voting for, so it's I can believe what's probably happening is that they're oh, my granddaughter really liked the album, I heard it was good, I'm gonna vote for it. And I think they're mostly white, so it's because for example I remember Billie Eilish won Best New Artist when Halle and what's the girl's name, Halle and Chloe were available to win Best New Artist, and I thought that was a complete rob. I was they had Ungodly Hour out, I thought that was the Billie Eilish that year. And I remember thinking oh, they like her for some reason. She's They really like her. But I think it's because most of the Grammy voters are white old men, and so they're just like, my granddaughter likes her. I heard it's a good album. Fine, you know.
Right. I did love seeing Olivia Dean perform. She was so beautiful and captivating. Like
Mhm.
I was just like,
Mhm.
wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's kind of cool seeing the like the best new artist, like, because I never, like, I've heard the Messy song, but I didn't
Mhm.
have a person to put to,
Really?
yeah, like
She
I
was
feel
at
like,
Governor's Ball. I went to see her at Governor's Ball. She actually like that was the last
oh
time
yeah,
she
you
performed
said
live. She
that.
collapsed. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Um, yeah, so that was cool.
And The Ordinary Guy
I
performed.
know that
Leon
was like
Thomas
so. That
performed.
was like a religious.
Yeah, I know Julia was like, if he doesn't make it, like if he can't get another hit, he should just take this song into mega churches and like do a tour. And I'm like,
Seriously,
right? Because it's such a like, you're taking me out of the ordinary. Like I can just hear like a religious like situation with it.
I didn't realize it was like kind of a religious song.
I don't think it's about religion, but I think that it could be used in that context. But I don't think he made it for the like contemporary Christian situation. At least he didn't put it
Question.
in that.
So was Tortured Poets, or not Tortured Poets, whatever, what was her album called? Life of a
Life of a
Showgirl.
Showgirl. I think it was
Was
released too late
okay,
to
got
be
it.
eligible. So it'll probably be eligible for the next Grammys. But yeah, I think it was released too late. That's why I was actually looking up Wildflower because apparently, like everybody was like, "How was Wildflower even eligible?" Because it came out like such a long time ago. But I looked it up and it was like Wildflower is eligible for 2026 Grammys because it was released in February of 2025, which falls in the August to August window. So it's just like she released it so early in 2025 that it almost felt like it was 2024, but it was
Mm-hmm.
technically eligible. And I think Taylor Swift, yeah, she's not eligible, but I'm sure,
That was like
next year she'll be
GNX.
there ready. Yes, it's like GNX. Next year she'll be there ready in her probably hopefully showgirl outfit and do whatever she wants to do.
I was a bit annoyed that the Luther song won, just
Me
because,
too.
like
I
we were
thought so
saying
too.
last week, like it was like a good song, but not like
I
to
just
win
think they
over the other
like
people.
anything he touches. Like anything Kendrick touches, they see it as like groundbreaking. They see it as smart rap, like educational rap. Like I feel like there's a bouginess they see to his rap, and so he gets like votes. But I mean, not that it's
I
not
mean, there
quality, but it's
is
like,
sometimes like TV
yeah,
off, I could say, is like a better,
but
thing
not
than
that
like
it's also
Luther.
like we know what it looks like for Kendrick to have be at his best. To me, this wasn't his best. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't the best. I think there was other people that showed up at their best in these categories, but I do just think he's a Grammy darling.
Yeah.
I was sad because like some of my faves weren't there, but then it just made me think like, yeah, the Grammys are just not like Grammying like they used to. Because I'm like, even back in the day, even if you didn't have anything eligible, there were certain A-listers you could like almost always know they're gonna be there. Like Jay-Z, Kanye, Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, like Katy Perry. Like there was always like a group of them where it's like they're gonna be here because they're the A-listers. And it's like literally Olivia Rodrigo didn't even come to this. Like I was just like literally no one came unless they were getting nominated, truly.
I know. I was happy to see that Duran won.
Mm-hmm.
He won something, and
Kehlani
Kaylani
too.
won. Yeah, Kaylani
Mm-hmm.
won a bunch for
For
Folded.
Folded, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
It's
feel like
sad
that
that
could have been
that's
in like a Song of the Year category.
it's sad that that's like not at the main stage. Like it's
I
like
know.
sometimes it's like okay, I mean, I'm not dismissing this, but it's like I can see a world where it's like best new jazz album is never like on the main stage because Samara Joy. I mean, we love Samara Joy, but it's like jazz is just not like a
Mm-hmm.
mainstream thing. But I'm like R&B to me has like made it far enough like rap that it could be on the main stage. Like absolutely. And that's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like that is so weird to me that like they have rap on the main stage but they don't have R&B. Like that's weird to
Yeah,
me.
I
That's
agree.
very weird to me.
I agree.
Um and like the people, I don't know. That's just I would love to know their calculation for that.
I know.
Justin Bieber, what did you think of his performance?
I actually didn't. I was like, didn't get to see it. I was like taking the dogs out while
Oh,
that
that's
was
funny.
happening. But I heard it was really good.
It was
And I
good.
heard that his vocal, like, he sounded
He
amazing.
did. He did sound good.
And I do love that song. So
I
I will
love
go back and listen
Yukon.
to it.
I literally said to Julia, I hope that he sings Yukon. He did. I thought it was good. I feel like some people were like, maybe, like, oh my God, it was just incredible. I'm like, it was literally very, like, it was a good performance, but it wasn't anything that I'm like, we'll think about tomorrow. You know, like, I
I think
thought it
it's
was,
just because his voice is so like clear and crisp and
yeah.
like beautiful.
I think the best performance of the night was like Lady Gaga. I think Olivia Dean did really well.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of like,
And Lady Gaga.
even Lady Gaga though it was very simple. It was just like
Yeah.
her, you know, and I liked it, but it was
It was
just like,
drama.
I did see who was it that I saw? Sabrina Carpenter. I saw her perform Man Child.
Oh yeah, she did it, but I'm like, to me, it wasn't that good. I don't know. It's just like it was like a very mid Grammys.
Yeah, I
You could tell
agree.
she expected to win some stuff though, and she didn't win
I
anything. I'm
know.
like, yeah, they'll do that to you. They'll invite you to give you jack shit.
I mean, I didn't listen to the album, her album,
I
but
attempted to, and I like could not finish it. Like it wasn't her best. Like this is the thing. Oh my God, what was it called? Short and Sweet
yeah,
was
the year
to me
before, yes,
a banger. No skips.
for
Like I
sure.
still play Short and Sweet.
Yep.
It was a pop album to me. That's a classic. It would go down as like a classic because of this time because it was just really good pop music. This was not it. Man's Best Friend was not that. But I also feel like the girlies need to take a page from like the Rihanna, the Beyonce, even the Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
where it's like you don't release an album for a couple years. Like you release one really good one and you wait 3 or 4 years to release the next one. She released Short and Sweet, and within I think less than 2 years, Man's Best Friend came out. I'm just like, you need more time
I
to
know,
marinate on
but who
it.
knows who they're like, you know, the business side of it. I feel like is probably not as helpful for that. I will say, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I'm like forgetting.
Oh, so no.
It'll come back to me. But yeah, I was happy to like, you know, see her. I feel like her performance was at least good, you know, and like, yeah, I liked her performance compared to like Addison Rae. That was like weird.
People were calling it a career-ending performance, what she did, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
That
Like
is
career
hilarious.
ending is hilarious.
Also,
like,
I told Alexis, I was like, I didn't like
Cat's Eye.
I didn't like their performance. I was
and
like,
Bruno Mars was like not really. It just wasn't that good of a Grammys. It was mid.
it was mid.
Like we have seen good Grammys. This wasn't it. You know, like that's how I feel. Like and then just like I think about like iconic performances like Doechii. I remember after watching Doechii last year being like, whoa, I have to watch that again.
Right.
There was nothing this year that I thought I need to watch that again. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree. What was I going to say though?
Next year might be really interesting because I think Miss Rodrigo is gonna have her album out. Beyonce most likely will be like in the conversation. Taylor Swift, not that I care, but I'm like these are gonna be competitive categories. Like Taylor Swift's gonna be in categories. This is going to be interesting next year, and so I'm excited.
Was Bad Bunny like the first Latino?
Yeah, Latin, yeah, like all Spanish album to win best new art, best album
of the year.
Yeah, album of the year.
That's amazing.
I know, and just like, oh my God, we got to talk about Miss Minaj. So like the first couple jokes that Trevor Noah did was like about Nicki Minaj and like her not being here, and people cheered about her not being there, and then she immediately goes on her like rants on Twitter, calling Trevor Noah closeted gay. I'm like, that's literally not a diss at all. But then also like she was calling Jay-Z a pedophile. Well, she was putting up those pictures of him and Aaliyah. And putting up pictures of him and Beyonce when Beyonce was young too. And I'm just like, what made you go on this type of rant? Like one thing that she needs to learn is like the high road. It's like, rightfully so they're talking about you, but who the fuck cares if they're talking about you? Like, who cares?
It's like you're watching, obviously,
Right, you
or
were
like,
tuned
or
in. Like,
somebody told you, like, no, she had to be watching. Like, as immediate as that was, it was just
mm-hmm.
like,
It's just like, who cares though? Like, I guess I'm just like, so many people get trolled on and these like little things, and like for some reason y'all care that much. Like,
I mean,
it's weird to me.
this is her MO now. Like, you know, it's just like she is gonna be, she's gonna be, you know, like she's mentioning the Grammys in that way. Like Nicki Minaj is not here. I mean, like even the Diddy jokes, like it's like he made like, you know, another like a Diddy joke, and it's just like, damn, that man is in jail. And they're all like laughing. It's just like, yeah, but he was here like 2 years ago. You know? Like, you know, and so it's just like I feel like she is mm, like she is like kind of like, as the read would say, on like a sick and shut in kind of thing, but she's not in jail. Like she got her cell phone, okay. So yeah, I did see that she like went on a rant, and I feel like she was also like bringing up the Jay-Z stuff because of the recent mention of Jay-Z's name and like the next release of the Epstein files. I don't know if you know anything about that. I can like give us a quick update if you don't.
You could give a quick update. I saw a little bit, but I didn't know if it was credible because it was like I didn't get any alerts on my phone other than ESPN alerting me that there's new like new reveals of the Epstein files. But then they didn't. When I read the article, they said nothing about Jay-Z. So I was like, is this
So
real or is this AI?
it is real, but it was a FBI like tip. So basically, like anybody could call and say this. And this was like it was a tip from 20. Yeah, it
Oh,
was like a
okay.
tip from 2019 that like Jay
Okay.
Z was in the room with
So do you think it's
Harvey
credible?
Weinstein. I I
Because if
think
anyone can do it, I'm like,
Well, so like then people are talking about like, you know, this it was like supposedly in 1994 when he was like in this room with Weinstein and like Pusha T was there. Like I don't know, like some people are doing like they're lining up the
mm-hmm,
timelines of like their actual careers and like
mm-hmm,
why would Jay-Z be in the room with Harvey Weinstein
mm-hmm.
at in 1994? Like he didn't even have out his debut album yet.
Right.
So I do kind of like the tip of it is it seems like it definitely seems like Jay-Z has some like enemies on,
Definitely.
you know, like and
Definitely.
specifically like, you know, Nicki and her allegiances to Trump, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like this specific tip feels like iffy to me, but that's not saying somebody doesn't have it out for him. And like I what I have seen is just the repeated pattern of behavior of just people that he's been aligned with, and like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, his own behavior that
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about like mostly privately. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like with just like the age difference and stuff when they
Mm-hmm.
like started dating. And so I don't put it past. He's a man. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
man in this industry,
Mm-hmm.
and so you know, making albums with R. Kelly after the like, you know, after his trials and things like that. So I I just want us to like. I just like all this like did he didn't he like blah blah blah, and like did you see that his alleged son, the
Yeah.
guy, like
Mm-hmm.
he was like thanking Nicki Minaj and Trump, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, oh
Mm-hmm.
god, like what is
Mm-hmm.
this? So yeah, that side definitely has something against Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
and it's wild. Like this is wild.
I mean, he definitely did something to fuck over Spite or do something or to Nicki Minaj that she considers dirty. And this is the thing. Anyone who is a capitalist, I absolutely believe that they have done bad, shady business deals. So like no one can talk me out of the thought that like there is probably some truth to a bad business deal when it comes to Nicki Minaj because capitalists love doing that shit to make more money than they're
Yeah,
ruthless. So like
she
that's
probably
not
was done wrong or
yeah,
whatever.
just like he's probably done wrong many other people. I think I think as far as like the sexual allegations, sexual whatever
Right.
happened allegations, like I agree. I think he definitely has some enemies, some people that believe he's like in a situation he's undeserving of, whether that's protection because from like due to the Beyonce name, whether that's the social capital he gets, whatever. There's definitely people that think he doesn't deserve it and are trying to like get him down. I think I mean I'm sure I yeah, like men sorry. Mello's being very annoying. Men are very weird to me. They're very disgusting to me. And so, like, yes, I don't put it past that a man that's powerful and has a lot of money has done shit with women. And I just feel like, and this is all my opinion, I feel like knowing that him and Beyonce got together at a young age, and this is my thing, because I feel like people are like, she was 17, she was 18, even if she was 21. Mm-hmm. I feel like there was something that maybe Dominique said or someone else said where it's like, maybe it was Angela. I follow this girl named Angela. It's just like, even if she's 21, why on earth is someone in their 30s? I am 33. I would never want to be with a 21-year-old. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, I don't even, to me, like the legality of it is still just like a very weird take on it being like she was legal. It's like, yes, you're technically legal at 18, but does it make it right that a 35 or 33-year-old wants to be with an 18-year-old? No. Right. There's something weird about that. And so for me, I'm just like, maybe we don't have proof that he is like with minors, but we definitely have proof that he likes younger women. And to me, it's always been weird that he would want to be with someone in their 19, 20, 21 when you are in your 30s. So to me, yes, I think that's weird. And I'm sure that behavior is weird to me. So it makes me inclined to think, yeah, like something could have went on.
Right. He's just lucky. Like Beyonce is his like the golden egg. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Because even just being with her for the number of years that they've been together, like that has probably, he's kept him out of a lot of rooms that probably things would have gone down and been weird. And but yeah, it is just wild. Like I just, this type of like stress, it's just like this type of stuff does get to them, and I'm just like,
what do you think they're thinking when like this comes out?
Right.
Like there was a tip like that like said Jay-Z was with the Epstein stuff. What do you think they're like thinking in their marriage and how they're behaving? They're just like, whatever, we don't address it and it'll go away, or like, we haven't got our back. Like, what do you think they're talking about?
I think that, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's not like, first of all, I always wonder if they had like heads up, like it was just like, this is going to come out, like, and then this is how we, whatever. I mean, I have seen that he has contacted some of like this is something that I heard. I haven't like fact checked this, but like that his legal team has like contacted like Neighborhood Talk and like Shade Room, stuff like that, and they've
to like say what? Don't talk about it.
Or like, they've like taken down some of their posts, or like, maybe they're changing the language or whatever, because just like saying like Jay-Z was in the Epstein files versus like there was an anonymous tip that was left in 2019. That's like, people are trying to like add the context, because there is obviously somebody that is like out for him. And like, it was funny, we were listening to Armand yesterday. Lord, Armand. Why was Armand Wiggins, he was hanging out with Amber Rose.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Armand. But I know Armand's just like, he's just messy, and his like.
But I feel like that is like, you have to grow out of that. There's a certain point where it's like you can be messy but still ethical.
No, for sure.
What does he think about Nicki Minaj?
He just kept on saying like, I mean, he sounds very conflicted. Like, he sounds like how, I mean, I think we've done like, if something comes out about Beyonce, like,
what is he saying?
Done our work or whatever, so we won't be as whatever. But like, he's just like, I don't know. Like, he was like, I'm getting out of the car, but like, I'm still gonna like listen to, like, I'm gonna still support, and like her, like her fans are just confused. Like, if we knew why she was doing this, then maybe we could like get behind it. But it's just so like listening to him is just it's so contradictory because it's just like he's telling us that like she's saying like homophobic things and like just things that are not for you, and I'm just like, you are a Black gay man, like why are you sticking up for this lady that literally is going on you on the daily? Like that's what I don't get. That's what I don't get. But yeah, he sounds like conflicted. He sounds like he's just like a fan that's just like, damn, like my fave is like gone down this path. But yeah, he was with Amber Rose. I was like, boy, like what are you how are you with Amber Rose? Like what are y'all talking about? But
to me it's like I just can't, like, I get like people are complicated and stuff, but it's like I'm always like, it's so disappointing when it's like people can hold space for these people in their lives. Like it's like
I
for me,
I agree.
you wouldn't catch me hanging out with Amber Rose, Nicki Minaj.
Right, I
like,
don't care who they. I don't care.
Right, I don't care. I mean, even I'm like going as far as like someone who doesn't vote. Like I would never even be around someone who didn't vote. Like it's just like, to me it's just like there's certain things that like personally Alexis and my values and ethics I don't want to tolerate. Other people can tolerate, but it's like, okay, then don't talk to me about politics then if you're hanging out with someone who doesn't vote, or don't talk to me about Black shit if you're hanging out with someone who's like fuck Black people or gay people, whatever it is. And so I don't know, like our mind, like I get it, like it's messy, it's funny, you need to get the tea, whatever, but it's like at a certain point you gotta have your dignity. Like I remember I was watching this clip on TikTok and they were talking to Chelsea Handler and they were like, would you ever have Trump on your like show or in your podcast? She was like, no. They were like, what about Melania? She was like, no. And she was like, what, why? And they were like, she was like, because I don't respect them. Like it could bring views possibly because people are gonna be like, what the fuck is she talking to them about? Maybe even I could cuss them out and it would be primetime television, but it's like I have standards at a point. And I just feel like there has to be a point where you have standards.
I agree.
But did you see, like, she even released a statement being like, I knew Nicki was MAGA for a while. Like me and Nicki would have conversations. She was just scared. So it's like Nicki Minaj was like, and it made me think, I wonder how many other closeted MAGA people there are that just don't say shit, but that like are celebrities that don't say shit because they know they're going to get canceled. They don't want to be the butt of a joke, but they're not, but they're secretly voting that way. Yeah. It's scary.
It is.
It could be true. Fucking, I mean, I always said this, literally I said this to you the other day where I was like, anyone can endorse anyone publicly, but you don't know what they're doing behind the sheet, like that's, I mean, scary.
Ludacris, like the fact that he was on that tour, like it's like people are looking at him like,
or even like that wedding, it was like Alex something's wedding, like a conservative consultant, and like 50 Cent, sexy red doesn't get enough lashings for me. Why is Nicki Minaj getting more lashings than her? I'm sorry, because she's been MAGA for way longer than Nicki Minaj has been publicly. Yes, and I don't know why she doesn't get her lashings.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was somebody else. It was somebody else.
Yeah,
who was
there 50 Cent. It was a comedian that was there. And 50 Cent too. It's just like,
yeah, he doesn't get his lashings. People are still watching his shit. People are still finding him funny.
He's on that shit with Jay-Z and Nicki and trying to take. I mean, Jay-Z and Nicki. He's with Nicki trying to take Jay-Z down.
Right.
But yeah,
it's just interesting.
They are not on our side in any way, shape, or form. And so,
no, not at all. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, the Grammys was crazy bad and crazy mid.
Yeah.
But we wanted to talk a little bit about the game. You can talk about that.
Oh yeah, and before we go to that, I wanted to see if you wanted to talk. I remember you wanted to talk about Cardi B and her SNL performance.
Yeah, yes, and I'm only going to say it briefly. Yes, but like she was in SNL. She hosted it. I saw like she did Bodega Baddie and she did Every Time. And I love Bodega Baddie. Anyone who knows me knows that's my favorite song on the album. I think it's a hit. I think she should stay in that lane. I think it makes her dynamic and different, that lane. I don't know, like, she had tweeted being like, you see how hard I'm coming, something like that. And like, I'm just kind of like, I was a little underwhelmed. I feel bad saying it. Like, it's just like, this is the thing. This is my birthday twin. I want her to do well.
Yes.
I think she's funny. I think she's talented. I think she's a star. But I
Mm-hmm.
just felt like sometimes the standard has to be the standard, and you have to like admit when you're not there. And it's like, you know how Banana Bag is like, it's like bump,
Yes.
bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump. Like, and it's like, yes. And she like wasn't hitting it, but she was trying to. Like, she would just be like, and I'm like, girl, pop that shit out. Like, hit the things. Like, this is your fucking time. Like, you need to be, if you're doing it, do it. Like, and I just felt like it was just very like, it was good, but it wasn't great. And it could have been great with a couple adjustments. And I'm just like, you're coming up for the first time after people have been trolling you. You've been in the game for like 10 years, haven't gone on tour. Like, this, you need to pop that shit. Like, the minute you come on stage, toe needs to be pointed, hands need to be straight up, like whatever the hell you're doing. Because to me, I just feel like they're not coming hard enough for me for someone who says they're hungry for it and to someone who has something to prove. You're not coming hard enough for me. That's kind of how I took it.
Okay. It's funny. I did see that part. They're like, and it's like, I think that I think you're right in that, like, people don't expect enough from her, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we give her a lot of grace. Cause like, I wasn't like, oh, this is like, she's not hitting it. But like, when I look at it now, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
and like she has the skirt and stuff, so like makes it look more than it might be. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like you have the costume, you had the beat, like your hair, your face looked great, like your hair looked great, you were smiling, but it was like you weren't hitting it. I don't know.
Think she just has like the star power to not get away with, and like some people are just, not everybody is like a triple threat like that. You know,
that's true. That's true. But then just be honest. Like, I feel like you're not a triple threat. Adele knows she is not a dancer. But if the Adele residency was one of the highest selling shit and I have yet to see anyone say it wasn't quality. Cardi B always like teeters on the line of people saying, y'all thought this was a bar. Like, remember when I told you I was in that TikTok room and it was Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, and the Nicki Minaj fans kept saying, like, what's a bar that Cardi B has said? Like, what's a bar? And somebody was like, it was literally something like I like it like that, and they were just like, that's a bar. Like, you know, like, it's just like she has a very some people put her at a low standard.
Like, she has a bar somewhere in there. I know she does, because I've rapped it myself.
What I'm saying is, we need you to, I can't wait to live stream that first concert, because I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not a singer, dancer, whatever you want to say. But if someone told me you have to perform and everyone's expecting you to fail and it's been 10 years of you in the game, the way I'm coming out with being a triple threat, like, there's just no other way. And I just feel like, right, exactly. I would have the facials, the way my hip would fly out of my fucking body. Like, she just, it's weird, Alexis, to me.
I want to see you dance again.
Like, I can't, like, I would try my best to fucking sing. Like, it's just like, she needs to really show us, like, the standard is the standard. I'm sorry. It doesn't drop just because you're Cardi B or whoever you are. And so I'm just hoping that it gets a little better.
She's making things work for her. She's making, like, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens at the tour. Like, as long as you can kind of carry, like, you know, as long as people feel like they're having a good time, I think that is,
that's true.
And it's just,
and
like,
even just the theme, I'm like drama school dropout, like, or whatever it is. Like,
I agree about that theme. But it's just like the dancers, she relies on her dancers, and she like raps, and she, like, you know, I just think she's just that's just her style, I guess. But we'll see. I'm just waiting till the tour. Like, I will watch the performances. Like, I will say, when I saw it, I wasn't like, I didn't think like how you did. And now when I'm looking again, I'm like, okay, like I see what you mean. It's like
We
it
gotta come
wasn't like
harder,
as
yo.
clean. Should have been
Right.
clean.
I'm like, you wouldn't catch me at a performance not clean. I'm sorry. Like, mm-mm,
SNL. I'm like, okay,
mm-mm.
we need to practice that part
And
again.
this is like the debut. Like, this is the rollout for the concert. Like, like you were giving us a preview, basically. And it's like, I'm
A
sorry.
lot people rely on their some people rely on their personality. Like that's something that I really am aware of now. Like just seeing people with like businesses and stuff, and it's just like people come here because they like you. Like they like you. And so even if the product is like kind of, sometimes not what you expect, or like, late or not on time, or, you know, costing them something or whatever, I think it's like
I
people rely on their personality.
I have one last thing I want to say before we move on, because we should move on. What it like, boob tattoos where people get like a tattoo right like on top
Yeah.
of their like what is up with that? Like to me it just always looks like dirty. Like I don't know, like whenever I see it on someone, it's always kind of like faded. It just doesn't look good. And I'm just like, I just would never desire for it. And I'm like, what do you think that is? Like, and I
Different
feel like
aesthetic. People like different things.
it just always looks faded. Like it looks just gross. Like I don't know. Like I've never seen one looking like fresh and nice. Like it just looks faded and like weird. Whatever.
I agree. I don't. I agree saying I don't think I've ever seen a very fresh one.
Like it literally looks like a blob on a boob. Like literally, it looks like usually just like a mark on a boob. I'm like, okay,
You're
like it
so
just doesn't look
funny.
good. But go ahead, you go ahead.
Oh my goodness. So quickly, we'll talk about if you haven't seen the game, rapper game was on Evelyn Lozada and her daughter's podcast. Her daughter Shanice. Let me see what this podcast is called.
The podcast is called.
Drop the Low podcast.
Okay.
And so it's been getting a lot of people talking. The game is Shanice, her daughter's baby daddy. They have a son together, and it was like a 2-part interview, and it's been creating some waves because of just the conversations that they're having. And like, I mean, I don't expect anything from the game at this point. Like we've seen his character, but it is shocking to see just it is always shocking to see a man talk unfiltered and being like, this is really how y'all think. Like, for example, she, mind you, they're not together. Like it's definitely seems kind of raw. Like I think the son is I don't know exactly how old the son is, but
I
he's
think he's young.
young.
Yeah,
Yeah, like let me see.
one or two.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it seems like she thought that they would have been, possibly a couple. Like she's like, you don't like changing your diapers, and he was like, I said that I didn't like change any diapers and blah 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 like before. And she's like, and then he was like, did you think I was like gonna change? And she was like, yeah, I did. And like, mind you, I don't know if this is just how she talks, but her voice was very like shaky, and just like it sounded like she was about to cry. And then Evelyn is over there cackling, like laughing as she says this. It was just very uncomfortable. Like we were witnessing a dynamic of just like toxicity in families. Another thing that was very concerning is like the game was like, yeah, like when I see a baddie, I'm like, oh, I want to get her
Let's.
pregnant.
Yeah, I feel like that's two separate things we should really go in on. So, what was your thought on the dynamic between Evelyn, her daughter, and the game?
I thought it was toxic and concerning. Like Evelyn seemed
Why?
like she wanted to fuck the game. Like she literally was like, she was like, I want to go to the to Compton. Like I want you to take me to Compton. And he's like, oh, like you want to go to Compton, blah 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 blah. And like she's like, yeah, like I want to go. Like she's like,
Pick me, dog.
yes, she is giving pick me to her daughter's baby daddy. Mind you, if you don't know, Evelyn also was friends with another baby daddy or baby mama of the game, Tiffany, like long time. She's the one that they have like Callie and I think her son. That was her friend. That was supposedly her friend. Now her daughter also has a child with him, and she's sitting up here kikiing, cheesing. And mind you, I haven't watched Basketball Wives like that. Like I was never like a Basketball Wife girly, but my sister watched, and she's just like, you have heat for everybody else. Like you're ready to throw hands at any woman, any, about
Right,
nothing.
right.
But when it comes to this man, you are just so giddy and like, and for me, it's just like the game's not even cute anymore.
No, he's not cute
Like
at
he
all
looks
anymore.
nasty. Like he looks
I
like he's
agree.
sick.
I agree.
And doesn't take care of himself. And
do you think there's a world? Sorry, go ahead.
Lastly, I was going to say, like, she is also on the couch finding out that he is a felon. Like,
right. So that was weird to me. She didn't know at all he was a felon. He was like, yeah, that's true. And she like had no idea, it seemed.
Yes. And it's just like, girl, we gotta do better. Like, and my thing is just like, I'm just feeling for Shanice because it just seems like her mom did not set her up for success.
Like with like when you say that, you mean like what are the qualities you want in a good man? Like what is like that type of thing?
Google him, like, like you want to know who you're dating or telling him point blank. I'm like, this is your friend's baby daddy. Like you have been in this industry for a while. I'm sure she knows way more than we even know. And it's just like, you didn't warn her. You didn't like, how does she not know he's a felon? How does she not know that?
So that is the part to me that's like really scary because
the mom knows.
That's the part that's really scary to me because I'm like, why doesn't she know that he's a felon? Like, I feel like by the time I'm having, I mean, again, people could be different people, but with the people I've dated,
like, what are y'all
by the time we're having sex, we have had very vulnerable, intimate, funny, cute conversations. Like we, at this point, I know about their family. I know about, whatever. It's like, you're telling me y'all never had a conversation where he's just like,
never looked at
one time I got
page.
right. And this is a famous person. Like, I just find it to be very weird. And it makes me think that, like, you're right. Her mom did not set her up for success because it's like, her daughter is careless enough to have a baby by someone she actually doesn't fully know. And that to me is always concerning because I'm like, a baby is a whole life. Like, you would think she would, and she has to carry this baby, put her life at risk for it, right? She's willing to do that with someone she didn't even know had a record. That to me is concerning on Shanice's part. I'm sorry. It's like, yes, he should have disclosed it, but also you're dumb enough to fuck this man raw, not knowing him.
That's my thing. I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? What is the that's the thing. Like, it's like too sadly like dumb people saying exactly. It's like, what are y'all talking about? And it's just, I agree. Like to the point where y'all are having sex and he is busting a nut in you. Like, and I'm sorry, that statement that he said about when I see a baddie, you want to get them
that
pregnant.
Was scary. He's like, men don't say this, but when we see a baddie, like, it's like, yeah, like I want to like get her pregnant. And it's like, why? What's the reason for that? You see a baddie and you immediately want an 18-year reliability. You see a baddie and you immediately want to be a father.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I love being a dad. It's just like, you
don't change any fucking diapers, but you love being a dad. Kiss my fucking ass. You don't like being a dad then. You don't like being a fucking dad. And you're not a full dad because you're not equal in the partnership. But also I'm just like, I really want someone to break that down. Again, we want a man who's like the game to come to the show, a man specifically who sees baddies and wants to get them pregnant, or even bonus has gotten a baddie pregnant because of that reason, because of her being a baddie. I want to know why. Like, what is your mindset seeing?
We played that for Herbert, and he was like, "No."
Right, because he's not the type of dude.
Yeah,
but it's like we want specifically a person
somebody who does think
someone who sees a baddie and has gotten them pregnant or thinks I want to get them pregnant. I want to know why. Like, what is the?
It's a
that's
fantasy.
Weird.
It's
that you have a pretty girl having your baby.
That is what you call somebody that's living in a delusional, fantastical reality.
But what's the delusion? I guess because I'm like, there's tons of pretty girls. I don't understand why you want to just get like.
Because for whatever reason they find that as a conquest. Mind you, this is another thing. It's a mindset. Jesus. Because he was even saying it's like some type of ownership, because he was saying yeah, like some people might not want to date you because, you know, like when they find out your baby daddy's the game, then they're like, do I gotta am I gonna have to you know, blah, blah,
right
blah, blah.
I saw that and I'm like, boy, nobody's checking for the game, bitch.
Right. but that is the thought process. He's like,
ego.
And that's just so sad. Like, you just want to ruin my life, basically. Like, besides,
you want to get.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. So you want me to be alone with no real support, and raise a child by myself.
Basically, just be like undesirable only to you now. Like, you know, it's like
but
now
you're
I
not
have a
really.
baby.
You're still not with me. Like, she thought they were gonna be together.
She's an idiot. I'm sorry, but it's like her mother should have taught her better. Like, I could have told her that. I could have told her that.
For sure.
That's what the thing is. I could have told her that. I mean, I literally be thinking about, and it's insecurity. I feel like we talked about this with Cardi. We've talked about this with Nicki Minaj, and I would even put it with Evelyn and Shanice. Like, even though they're very pretty, beautiful women, for some reason they're very insecure when it comes to men. And I feel like, this is just my opinion, and I feel like this is a manifestation of that, where it's like you allow a man to convince you enough to have sex with you raw when you fully don't know them, and then he convinces you to keep the baby, you keep the baby, and then he has no support, and you're sitting over here thinking y'all are about to ride off into the sunset.
I can't even my thing is I can't even look at Shanice, sadly, because her mother is sitting there laughing. Like, Dominique Morgan was like, she would have jumped across the table and being
she probably deals with this.
She
probably deals with this a lot. Evelyn has dealt with this, so she's probably like, yep, this is how men are. Like, you know, Shanice is seeing it. It's sad. It's like the way my mother would have jumped across the table and cussed that man out, being like, you are going to be a father. You are going to change a diaper. Like, you know, like, this is crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy, but that's what we're seeing. We are seeing that level of I can't even blame your mom's laughing. Like, she's not even taking this seriously. Your concerns, and when you're raising your concerns, your voice is shaking. Like, it's just, and then your mom's laughing, and just not having conversations
babies with people you are not married to. I'm at the point now we're saying that to straight women. Stop having babies with people you're not married to, because it makes it so easy for them to walk away. At least if you're married to them, even if they're not a good father, there's a legal obligation. There's some type of thing keeping them possibly coming home. But to just have a baby with someone you're not married to, and I hate to be like this all traditional and shit, it's like you just allow them to go to their apartment and not check in, you know?
Yeah. I'm with that, especially with straight women, and the expectation of wanting them to be stay around.
Right. You want the husband. You want the husband father benefits, but
that's why people did that. So they would have some legal rights to you. Right. Doing what the fuck ever. Even we saw in North Carolina, they got some what was that?
Alienation of affection.
Yes.
They don't play that shit with marriage. They take it very seriously. And I just feel like,
and that's what you really want at the end of the day. I know Shanice wants a fucking let's not
she probably thought the baby was gonna bring them together.
Let's not be so, vain in that well, I don't know if I want to be legally tied to this. You want that man tied the fuck down. That that, especially because you want them to take care of their responsibilities. Like their brain does not work like
I
ours.
pray to God that, I mean, I thank the
It's
Lord that I had
different,
Darcel Bigelow as a
Alexis.
mother,
But and also
because
that you're gay
yes, but also
because Alexis,
I think
it's
having a
crazy.
baddie mom is toxic. Like, I'm even ready to go there because I feel like,
I mean, I
our
don't
moms are beautiful, but it's like they didn't have the baddie aesthetic. They weren't wearing the wigs, the nails, whatever. It's like I
I don't
also just feel
know.
like
I
sometimes
think
it's a
they
little
can.
selfish because I'm just like, not like to be a baddie, but I'm saying like I feel like sometimes they have not done the internal work
Yeah.
of like
A pick me mother.
yes, they haven't done, maybe that's a better way to say it, the pick me mother. They haven't done the eternal work of like disassociating, not
Decentering.
centering men.
Yes.
And so it's like they end up having a child and just breed that in their fucking child.
I mean, yes, it's either going to go to the boy or the girl. Like we see men, like sons adopting like these attitudes, like based on even them. Like,
Right. Like I would be so embarrassed if I was a father and had a son who was like, I'm not changing no diapers. I would be so
me
embarrassed.
too. I'm like, what you mean?
I would be like, I failed.
Literally. And like Shanice is like, I just for some reason I felt for her because I just feel like I don't
But
want to
she didn't
say
know she's
I don't want to
naive.
say
She's
she's not all
grown.
the way there, but like just the realization of like all of this stuff, and she's just like, well, like when you're old one day, like like you're gonna want help and want somebody to wipe your ass and like
Who's gonna pay for it, I guess.
but it's just like it was just hard to watch her like her voice cracking like that and asking this man to like help with her child. But yeah, I agree. I'm like having to at least get some legal documentation. Like let's make something up, ladies. Like even if it's not a marriage license, maybe we're making a contract. Something we have to start protecting ourselves because yeah, they think different. Like even listening to me and Danielle were listening to our mom, and just like gay men are so sexual, like they can just have a lot of sex, without a lot of like repercussions or anything like that in terms of like children.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like our mom was like, yeah, like sometimes you just want to like you just fuck, what did he say, like you just need to see what that's about. And like he's saying it's like even hard to have like friendships that like you don't fuck them like at one point. And but that is normal in like gay friendships, like I will say that. And like but that is like the kind of mindset of just like I just want to experience that. And like yes, I feel like women have that too, but not in the same way. Like we have either been socialized to want the fairy tale, or there is like some thing that we just don't think like that. Like I have beautiful fine friends that I don't need to fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. Like why not, like with men, kind of thing. And so I just feel like we got to smarten up, ladies, if we're going to deal with these men and deal with the children, the
Don't
whole
have a baby.
shebang.
By the mighty grace of
Just don't
God,
have
don't
baby.
have a baby.
Let's just
Like,
stop having
right,
babies.
right. Have sex and do everything
Have
you want.
sex. Do the most.
Don't just, all we're
Don't
asking
have a
is to not have a
baby.
baby because
Yes.
they cannot be accountable
Mm-mm.
to be a full father. Like, I'm sorry, they can't.
Yes. And we need them because we need if there's going to be if we're going to be raising a new generation, we need somebody to look to show the next generation how to act and be of service to each other. And it's just like, we don't have that in these men. All right.
It's like Dominique when Dominique was like, in the mighty name of Jesus, do not have his baby.
Yes, no, seriously. That's gonna be the title of this episode.
Right.
Because
do
seriously,
not have his baby.
do not have his baby.
Don't have his baby.
Don't
Yes.
do it.
It's just, and it's very easy.
It's like we
say it
need
every
to
week.
really
It's
like
very
take
easy.
our power. I mean, me and Danielle, we be, us, we be talking about like if and I saw like a TikTok about this, just like women could really take all of our power back, and we have to start thinking like that. Like men are like I don't know if you've heard about these, and we can get off
Yeah, I do.
like these marriage camps or whatever that they're like
to do what?
They're just like, or people that aren't married or don't have kids, they're like, you need to go get married and have kids or whatever.
Oh my
Basically, what I'm
God.
talking about is like, men know that women have the power to bring children to this world. We have very, you know, like that is huge. Like none of us would be here if we don't have that way to get into the world. And I'm using gendered language, but you know what I mean. Like we are very valuable and they know that. Like we could really cut off the supply to all this shit and say like, let's fucking start over. We don't need them.
Let's
Seriously.
No, I think it's real.
And
It's
like
just,
somebody was like, there's literally all the sperm banks that there are now. Like, y'all, girls, let's do this.
I
Like,
just need, I
we
just
could just let
need,
it all die out.
I agree. I just need, yeah, we just need to be smarter
Be smarter, y'all.
and
Wake up.
yeah, but and
At
shame on him.
least
Shame on
Google
him
the
for
girl. I mean,
yeah,
Google him, but yeah.
both, yeah, and just shame on
And
him.
shame
Like
on
he
him
needs to
and
be a
shame
better
on
fucking father.
Evelyn.
Yeah, and
I'm looking
partner.
at Evelyn too, because
And
I
yes,
can't
that's really who we're
believe
looking
you.
at.
Because why are you making googly eyes at this nigga?
Because she wants to fuck him too, probably. And
Why do you want to fuck him?
Because she just likes to be.
You want to be chose.
Yeah, I'm
Got
about to say it could be anybody.
Choose yourself, Evelyn.
Scooby-Doo.
Choose yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and know you are that bitch. Because right now,
though.
I know. Yeah, you're right. Because your actions are not like.
Yeah, she possibly knows that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let me mind my business, okay?
Yeah,
But
and all this is alleged. So
this is all alleged.
Yes.
But let's wrap it up because I need to prep for my session.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening to this week's episode. We will be back next week. Send us an email at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.